Good evening, one and all. It is Sunday, it's the end of the week. It is time for us to be jumping in to some more good old Warframe. Welcome on everyone, hope you're doing well where you are around the world. Thank you very much, Mirror for the 5 gifted subs straight away there. The 100 bits from CalJade9 and the 18-month Prime resub from the Real Oven Cake. All 3 of you, thank you very much for your support on the channel here. Much appreciated. Cheers indeed to the lot of you, absolutely. Been 18 months, it has been, yeah. What a year. What a year, sure, yeah. Are you hearing things, or did I say good morning? I said good evening, but sure. Thank you, Kelton, for the bit. I definitely said good evening, but you can go back and check, sure, why not? But yes, welcome everyone, welcome. Today's Warframe activity has been voted for over on the supporter side of the Discord in the supporter news, and the vote was a clear winner for relic cracking as fast as we can do them. So that is what we're going to be doing today. If you'd like to join me on some relic cracking, send me a message in game, the Engineer. I'll bring you on into the squad and we'll absolutely smash through these. Let's see it be 20,000 interceptions. I mean, okay, there is an inception on there, but we have got a capture. It's on errors, but there is a capture. Just quickly checking the sealed path. Have we got something that is faster? Or rather, less annoying? Nope, it looks like that one is going to be the fastest one. Alright then, capture on errors it is. Urban Cake, come on in. Mirror Labe, if you happen to have a free spot left, we're happy to invite you to... Sure. Come on in, Mirror Labe. And Enforcer, come on in. Boom, that's a squad. Are switch players allowed? I'm afraid we already are full up on the squad, so it turns out no, because you're too slow on the draw, I guess. CalJade, thank you very much for the gift sub out to community as well. That's gone out to BatFasted1. Thank you very much for that, CalJade. Much appreciated. Indeed. Alright then, let's see about making this happen. I've got my loadout ready to go. Simple weapons to use. Got my Smita Gavat. Got my Lavos. What more do you need? Let's crack some relics, shall we? Get straight into it. Absolutely no messing around here. And let's grab the ones that I own Radiance of just to get started. Seems reasonable to me. I wonder how many we'll have. Chess will say, I wonder if Mirror Labe has the message ready before you even appear on the screen. Very likely. The regulars in this channel, certainly the regular mission joiners, have gotten very used to listening out for the kinds of things I say that indicate they can join in. And they'll start typing, waiting for me to say that moment of, send me a message. There's a few seconds delay as that gets transmitted around the world, and boop, they're there.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
It is as simple as that.
See, I waited.
Hey, dude, thank you very much for the resub there. You're up onto 3 months on the channel. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, thank you.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here.
Captive captured. Let's grab all of our reactants on the way out.
It will only attack.
I'd like to make sure we actually get reactants, so whoever's killing quite that quick. Gotta give it a second longer. There we are. Well, that pissed off the Juggernaut. Relic cracked.
Well done, 10NOV. The relic is open.
Let's mosey on out of here.
That did it. Here comes the Juggernaut.
It almost sounds like the Lotus is hyping up the Juggernaut when she says that particular line. That did it. Okay. Sorry, did I offend you, Lotus? It's very much a that does it. I am bringing out the big boy. You deal with that. Alright. Yeah, made it. Lavos is fast enough. Lavos is indeed fast enough. And we got 34 Void Traces. Always nice to pick up. I didn't actually check how many I currently have. Okay, that puts me at max. I need to spend some. Oops. Here we have everyone else turning up. There we go. Oh, and a gold piece to get started. What a first relic. Gold straight away. Love it. It occurs to me I haven't actually opened up the Warframe to help out with this. I should probably have that open, shouldn't I? That would help out with this. And 1800 max Legendary 4? Yeah, I'm Legendary 3, so it's 1750 at the moment. Why does it sound like my cat died? Is Exterminate ever faster than Capture, since you don't need to check your fire and not shoot the uncorrupted enemies? I mean, you don't need to do that too much in Capture, but look at that. 2 minutes 7 seconds, and that's waiting for people to get to Extraction. So, no, we're doing just fine with this one. I'm just going to run without. So yeah, 1750. Let's upgrade some stuff. In fact, this one is upgradable for 50. Sure, why not? If I pick up all 50 in the mission. Oh, whoop-de-doo-dah. But yeah, when it comes to the Exterminate, as much as you can be a little bit more liberal with how quickly you blow up the enemies, it reaches a point where you'll still end up blowing up too many of them too quickly, and there's too much of a risk. Capture is still quicker overall. Because whatever you can do with the Capture, you can do with the Exterminate. I think it's only a second of waiting. In a Capture mission, it's only a second, and you'll have enough. So is when the kill rate is literally killing them before the enemies realize they should be corrupted, that's when it becomes a problem. If you're shooting them rather than nuking them through walls from 5,000 meters away, you'll get your reactions. As given by the fact we're already on 6 here. Juggernaut pissed off. Oops, my particle speed is a little bit high at the moment. There we go, that's all required. Let's get out. As much as I could use Titania, I know that others in the squad are not going to optimize their speed to that level. How is that not a pad I can jump on? So there is actually no point me using Titania for that extra speed. The squad just simply can't keep up with it. Or at least there'll always be someone in the squad who can't. Damn, this tile set is a pain to navigate though. It's my turn to be slow. There we are. That's fine. Urban Cake BBB as a Wukong, to be expected. Is this a new account? This is not the new account, no. Absolutely not. This is not done. Shells are saying, heard that Valve is bending towards the fashion of kernel level anti-cheat. They're developing a translation interface for kernel calls. Might be than just gaming. I don't know enough about kernel level anti-cheat and the implications of Valve getting into that to know anything to speak on the topic. Sorry, Shezbot. That is so far above my skill grade, I got nothing. You might as well start asking me about my opinion on the inclusion of the latest, I don't know, latest silk thread composition of the dress wear at the gala. I'll be like, okay, yeah. If there was something impressive, I don't know what it is and I can't respect it. Alright, I somehow managed to get so far above average traces now. I got 54 traces, having just spent 50 to get myself below the cap. God damn. Let's spend 75 this time. And if I get 76 or more, well, sod it. Hello, Bite. Things are going well here today. We are speeding through relics. This is relic number 3. I've already lost count.
I am detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
You got that. Excellent.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captain.
Reactants acquired. Let's get out. Yep, need to go up around.
Collected enough reactants to open your relic. That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of infested.
All these different mission features going on. Juggernaut. Got the synthesis target. Which, it's a shame no one's gonna find, because we can't be looking for it. No idea where it could be.
I will reward you should you perform synthesis. 10NOV, do not damage it further.
Yeah, it's such a shame we'll never find where the synthesis target is. But I suppose it allows us to be as quick as possible getting through here.
Useless to sanctuary. Are you not up to this task?
There we are.
Hi, Ken.
Let's grab the author's piece, why not? Hello, Lucky80, welcome on in again. TX Lucky80, thank you very much for subscribing at tier 1 up onto 3 months. You got the lovely silver badge next to your name. Cheers.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
63 void traces, thankfully not 75, but still quite a lot of them. Me, a menace to synthesis targets? Never. I wouldn't do such a thing. Hello, Solomir. Alright. Let's sort these by owned and then go to the bottom of the list. So these ones should theoretically be the most interesting to crack open, because I have so few of them. Did I make a video on the Magister Incarnon? I think I covered it in terms of stand sticking, didn't I? Kind of. I don't think I did a video specifically on the Magister. Yeah. Unfortunately, with de-releasing so many Incarnate weapons, it is an absolute pain to balance covering them, as well as covering all the other bits and pieces they release at once. Dare I say, as a content creator, there's too much content to cover. I've said it. But the point is really there, that when it comes to the individual weapons, it's kind of hard to reasonably cover them. If I only cover the unique features and try to cover them in a vacuum, that ends up not really covering what they can do. If I try to cover them in depth, I'm covering a lot of stuff that a lot of people will already know to cover the 10% of people who don't know it, or whatever the percentage may be. And frankly, it becomes a bit stale covering just weapon as well. I've never really been a huge fan of. But yeah, I covered it in the statistic guide, and I don't have plans to cover it further at this time.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. That was a juggernaut.
Oh, that waypoint really did not know where to send me.
Lay low and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Whenever there is a capture fish on this tile set, it's always a pain in the ass. Always. I mean, where is this one pointing me? Is it here? There we go. When the exit is halfway between floors, you're not sure if you need the one upper or lower.
The juggernaut. I think you made it.
Don't grab that. There's no reason to grab that. Don't roll. I didn't press the roll key. I'm holding sprint. Apparently I flex my pinky finger just a little weirdly and it identifies it as stop sprinting, please start rolling. Skill issue, I know. Yeah. Equinox piece. That puts us at 5 relics?
I am pleased
Maybe?
with your performance.
I actually don't know. I genuinely am not keeping count. Toggle sprint. Ew. Oh, we're on one of these shit tracks that just make noise at you. Rave Revival. I'll find that one later and delete it. That was actually just robots screwing in a factory. You're liking that one? Well, Queen, I'm sorry to say your taste of music is terrible. Your taste of music is genuinely terrible because that is not music.
You are here to find our target and bring them to
That
the
is
extraction
just noise on a machine at that point. And I do not respect it.
Sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner.
I mean, Queen, it seems like you're the only person defending your point at the moment. We've had people complain before now when I've, on the same track I've complained about. Not many people seem to jump to the defense of your particular noise taste.
extraction point. Well done.
So it is what it is on that one. You can have your EDMs when you request it, but we're skipping the really terrible ones.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out.
Each their own, you say? Oh yeah, Queen can enjoy whatever noise Queen enjoys, but I'm not forcing everyone else on this stream to enjoy it with them. Or suffer it for that matter.
Go away.
Some tracks are just designed to remind us that music isn't something you can just do by pressing keys on a keyboard.
For synthesis. Tame this creature so you may perform the synthesis I require.
Where did it go? How did it end up down there? Anyway, I hope you're scanning it in time. Damn.
That did it. Here comes the juggernaut.
How much is a train ticket to Euston? Do I look like Google? What the fuck? Of all the questions, you come in here asking the prices of goddamn train tickets. I don't even know where you're going from.
Anyone got a bottle of sleep? /anyways, Samaris, force closure talking process.
Excellent work, 10-0.
That didn't quite work the way I think you wanted it to work there, Aegir. But thank you very much for the 14-month resub there. As for a bottle of sleep, I suppose ask your local pharmacist. Should you use Stynax or Sarin for your final circuit run? Whichever's more fun to you, really. How much is a train ticket for me to Euston? Again, I don't know. I've not purchased a train ticket to Euston ever from where I live, so I have no idea. If you expect me to drop what I'm doing to just look up a random ticket price, I'm not going to do that. There are some things which are just... No, why do you even ask that question? What's going on here? It was a random thought. That it most certainly was. Is this a really convoluted way of trying to dox Ken? I mean, it's not that far-fetched. Start by asking the random details that totally, definitely don't narrow down the location. Start piecing things together. Start demanding ever more specific questions. Are they trying to narrow down which city I live in?
We received
Yeah, it's a fun fact though. The train ticket cost to Euston is 0 because I live above the train station there. Haha.
Hunters on.
Got him.
The synthesis scanner is
So my mother's maiden name? John.
Search for traces of the target.
Success. The captive is safe.
Clearly the cost of the ticket is more than £1, less than 1 million. Oh, I don't know. We are talking about trains in Britain, so more than 1 million is possible. It is apparently a thing that our train prices make others in Europe kind of wince at the thought of it.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside. A juggernaut nearby. It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
Come on, let's navigate out. I'm not Grendel.
There it is.
No, I'm not Grendel.
Synthesis. Tame this
What?
creature so you may perform the synthesis I require.
We're not going to do these quick if you keep on finding your synthesis target somehow.
The juggernaut. I think you made it angry. Good work.
There we are. Well, seeing as we waited for the others, you scanned a target. Noise machine. Hey look, it's EDM for you, Queen. You can have some fun with that. I'm not taking that Bratton piece, screw that.
Another job well executed.
Oh, look at that, a health restore large. I will put that into the pile of health restore larges I've literally never used. Queenie enrichment, pretty much. You gonna make a 10-0 tune out of that? That's fine, just please don't share it with anyone. No one needs to suffer that. I'm gonna quick pop to the arsenal, because for weeks I have been forgetting to add 2 things back into here. And I'm finally going to remember to do it now. Weeks I have not had these here. There we go. I don't know why I kept just forgetting to do it. No, I do know why. I just don't think. But anyway, did that? There it is. No. Did it just close? Oh, well, okay then. Do we have enough capture here? We do not. Is there one on this side? Of course there isn't. That would be too easy. Okay, what's our next fastest? Those are all a little bit on the not fast side. Sabotage is doable. Let's do the sabotages. Little question, what do you guys think Warframes eat for nutrients? I don't think they so much eat as are fed. I feel like the conventional digestive processes are not being utilized in this case.
I need you to sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches.
Now this is a tile set more designed for actual navigation.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
It's a tile set you feel like you can actually move around rather than suffer. All that sprinting just to hit a friendship door. As is the way. Sorry gals, too slow. Ah shit, got it. Alright. I got in front of it, but then X wasn't interacting in time. Oh, want to grab that? Yeah.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I'm present.
The reactor has gone critical. Get to extraction immediately.
Oh, damn nullifier. Popped a bubble right as I was about to activate my 2 there. Oh! How much focus did I just gain? Where the hell did I just get? Oh, but that was clever, DE. Where the hell did I just get that much focus from? What? And 12,000 standing.
Mission complete.
What? Yeah. Lavos gained 30k, Latum 39k, Praedos 57k. Something just popped off. I mean, granted, Ovencake got 100 kills there, I got 30, but that's still not worth that much. What the hell? I mean, I'll take it, but what? Let's quickly grab this.
What are you curious about?
Grab a relic back.
Second choice.
What can we do to an honor?
There we are. Smeeta? I mean, I know I have Smeeta equipped, but still, that must have been a double. That must have been a 9 times bonus right there, because that was some insane affinity for a level 11 to 13 mission. Wait, what's the affinity conversion rate? What do I have equipped here? I've got... Okay, so Lavos picked up like 30 odd thousand, was it? With a basic lens. A basic lens has a conversion rate of 2%. So that is apparently 1.5 million affinity. That mission was enough to level up every single thing I had equipped from 0. I think it might have even been enough to level up level 40 items. That's how much that was. Because the focus gained, I don't think accounts for bonus affinity. May I ask a question? You literally just did, but try. That was an insane amount of affinity and focus. Because we'll see how much we get at the end of this mission, for comparison's sake. Also, that was a really satisfying use of my wand, not gonna lie. Holding spot here. Someone's gonna grab the coolant system, I know it. I'm not the only one here who can move around quickly. And Umcake grabs the heat. I grab this. Grab the reactant. Yeah, I'll skip that one that's behind me. I'll get one on the way out. There it is.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Don't grab on a random panel. Just move forward, you stupid Warframe. Why do they have to ledge grab everything they see? Okay. So this time I'm looking at 3,000 odd. So yeah, I must have just hit a 9 times multiplier. I must have. Yep. And whilst we can't see it very well, we just got 3 Cobra and Cranes and a Titania Prime chassis blueprint. Pick your pick, I guess.
Another job well executed.
Get the Titania, the bronze. Nope. How does beam chaining work? Like on Galaxy and Torrid Incarnate, how does punch through or blast radius work on them? Do they chain more? They reduce damage fall off on subsequent change enemies? It's different with each beam weapon, is the unfortunate reality of it. Because there are beams that chain and just chain. There are beams that chain and also apparently have a bit of an AoE to them. There are beams that chain just twice, there are beams that chain just once, there are beams that chain from the one enemy they chain to another enemy, whereas some only chain off the single enemy but maybe multiple times from them. There's no one single consistent answer to your question. And that sabotage just vanished. God damn it. They're all closing. Yeah, it is different per weapon. For some reason. I've heard of Firestorm having an effect on Torrid, but I've never actually looked into exactly how it works. I just never got around to it. Let's see, what does the wiki actually say about that one? Torrid. And then once it loads, Control F, Firestorm. Can benefit from, yes. Increases the size of its gas clouds, allowing it to cover a larger area, apparently. Was in patch notes to confirm that. Back in 2014. Okay.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master.
And this is the video on Torrid.
Happy
guy made a
relic tracking
simulation
and
of
thanks
chains.
a lot for all guides you made and which will come. Smiley face.
Hey, Washbear! Thank you very much for the 16-month resub. Much appreciated.
Pinpoint
Welcome on in.
location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
And there are definitely plenty more guys on the horizon as well, don't you worry. I made a simulation of how Torrid chains. A simulation of it? Do you mean a demonstration? I don't know why we'd need a simulation, so I'm assuming you mean demonstration.
Coolant
Yep.
cell destroyed.
Gotta go around.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete the sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
That's all destroyed. Beautiful. Opening the blast door. Reactant is popping up behind me, and I kind of need that, so there we go.
You have collected enough reactants.
Let's continue towards that blast door. Oh, surprise turn. Someone got it, and it wants us to go right back this way. Okay. Don't fall. Nailed it. Nailed it! Absolutely nailed it. There we are. Whew. Twitch could interrupt your stream with 30-second ads. Could at least be interesting things. They should only be 2 30-second ads. It's a 1-minute ad window. Very cool. But be interesting things. You're asking too much of it. Twitch is notorious for not being that great at selling its ads. It's
done,
notorious for it.
10-0.
Are we in Steel Path? We are in Steel Path, yes. Sorry, did you not catch that? You realise that people didn't share fishes? We do share fishes. So, there's just sometimes a little bit of a desync on it, but these are the fishes I have in normal mode: Spy, Survival, Interception, Mobile Defense, Survival, Cooper Survival, and Void Flood. In Steel Path, there is currently Disruption, Sabotage, Interception, Rescue, Hive, Interception, Mobile Defense, Void Cascade, Survival. If you're seeing something different than that, I'd be curious to know how, because we all share the same. You have none of those on regular or Steel Path? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, dude. That doesn't make any sense. Good to know, Elliot. Is there a queue to play with me? I don't take a queue on these because we're looking to crack relics just quickly. The focus isn't on making it a easy to access queue, but instead, when someone drops out, I will put out an open call for people to join. The problem with the queue system is that there's a very good chance that when I have someone drop out, the person who joined the queue is no longer actually there. And that's just no good. That was a really, really poor slam. I mean, the order of them might be different, but are you sure they're not the same missions?
Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis.
That works.
Now is your chance to
I wonder how many people realize you can just shoot the panel above the door here
never works
to
again.
let you through. Nope. Damn it. I almost had that perfect. Oh, come on. Come on. I had that so close to perfect and then just screwed it up repeatedly.
Well done, 10NOV. Your relic is opened.
Let's move towards our exit, which is apparently back this way. Oh, I hate that about this mission. It only needs one person to do the hack, but it's constantly pointing everyone away from extraction. There we are. Yours are the same for regular path too? Well, okay, something's broken about your computer, Great Caped Goomba, because the relic fissures are definitely different when it comes from normal path to steel path. So if you're seeing the same on both, then something's gone wrong. PlayStation, okay, then your PlayStation's cursed. Does it look like I can read what console you have from here? Point is, your stuff's cursed. Yeah. How would people end up in your relic fissures if we all had different relic fissures? Yeah, crossplay enabled. Well, that rules out that one as well. Let's see. So you said your steel path, you could see disruption, sabotage, interception, rescue, hive. This defense up here looks relatively new. We've had some things could be closing as well. Down bottom, yep. Survival, cascade, defense, mobile defense. Are you sure you're not seeing the same as me, Great Cape Goomba? Are you sure you're not seeing the same as me? You basically got almost all the same mission types there. Maybe one or two changed during that mission, but it looks like you're seeing about the same. What does my foreman have? Shred for auto mode? Honestly, I can't remember. I genuinely at this point cannot remember why that was on there. Possibly for automatic mode. Yeah, I think this was a setup that was used for focusing on headshots originally. Let's switch that to something else for now. It's not even using internal bleeding or what's it? Hunter munitions. Let's go Prime Bayonetta Grenadier. I mean, this is still a fire rate buff, which, considering the fire rate change there, actually even with Prime Bayonetta Grenadier, this is better. The fire rate could be better if we go for a different source, though. 60%, 55, not worth the difference. And that, I mean, it fits. Let's run that one, actually. How the fish is same for each region? No idea. Oh, wrong one. You're NA, you have the same as me? Well, I'm not NA, so there we are. They must be the same for all regions then. What's the way to check your region? In your settings. You just go into your options and you search for the word region.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the
Oh, I love using a weapon like this without its first stacks. So strong, much good. As soon as you get your first couple kills, you're fine, but if the first enemy you see is a goddamn heavy gunner, it is not conducive to the usage of the weapon. Wow, we've already reached reactor.
has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Don't land on the lip of the door.
Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Breached. That's cracked.
Cell destroyed.
Let's get ourselves through here. Yes, I got there in time. Haha! Incarns are so overtuned to everything else. Oh yeah. They are ridiculously powerful weapons. By and large, anyway. There are a couple which are awkward to use, so the power is hard to unlock. But by and large, Incarnans are just... okay. Just grand power. That was a really awkward attempt at parkour. Slightly dismaying. I kind of sound like Drusus and Laverian? Yeah, I don't know. You're just experiencing a British accent for the second time. How am I so fast on Lavos? Experience and parkour velocity. But mostly experience. What to say out the batches we've had is my least favourite Incarnan. Could be something like the Kunai, to be honest. Because you just don't get many charges, and it doesn't feel that impactful. I didn't have the 2x range on Lavos there. You like the Kunai, you have to pair it with the Felarx. You know what's great about a lot of Incarnate weapons? You don't have to pair it with the Felarx. Another whole ass Incarnate. So you're not selling it to me. Here we go. You don't like the bows because they feel like a lesser Nataruk? Honestly, I get that, yeah. A bow that just turns into the Nataruk, but for a limited number of shots, when the Nataruk's whole thing is being both strong and unlimited shots, it's kind of sad, yeah. Thing is, I don't know really what you can do with a bow. Like, the power fancy of a bow doesn't really fit Warframe's speed at high levels. To make them even viable for solo Steel Path survival, you need to hit 100 kpm, which is more than 1 kill per second. Bows just don't land more than 1 kill per second unless they insta-delete everything they touch. And even then, like, the fantasy's gone. You're just firing it like a rifle at that point. Where's the draw? Where's the bow being a bow?
The reactor is going into stasis.
Yeah.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
It's a
Use whatever
toughie.
you can to make sure it never works again.
Is the person up there actually hacking it, or are they just looking at it? There was someone up there. Wait, don't hold the slam. Under the pipe. Fun fact, you can slide under those pipes as Labos. Got it! Beat you, oven cake. I do, however, still need reactant. Can one of these give reactant, please? Thank you.
The relic
There
has
we
been
are.
cracked open. Finish your mission to find
And that
what's
again was
inside.
without a range bonus, oven cake. Ricochet could work on the bow? Honestly, not a terrible shout, yeah. Not a terrible shout.
Very good.
You scared of me? It's just experience. Oh shoot, have I been upgrading relics, or have I just been running at max? I think I've been running at max. Oops. Good afternoon, says Dry Life. Does minus projectile speed on Okiko Riven affect Okiko? I don't think it has a projectile, so no. And all this is, let's upgrade it and use it. So I've only got 2 of them. Don't be scared of K and be scared of Mirror Labe. I mean, Mirror Labe is able to turn the Amprex into negative damage cap, true. My focuses are a bit more diverse than sheer damage. Out-tank an Inaris, outspeed a Gauss.
These
Outgas a
foes
Saru.
deserve your respect. Honor them.
That
with
is the
debts.
power of Lavos.
Die with your victory.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Don't go immortal when I'm shooting you, damn it. It's illegal. Yeah, the Foreman... I like the Foreman, but its weakness in getting these initial stacks really holds it back.
The reactor is going
It
into
really does, and this is with Serration on it.
complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Oh well. Foreman next in cannon. It's got an alternate firing mode. That disqualifies it from being an incarnon. Reactants required.
That's it. You opened the relic.
I noticed Oven Cake has made the same mistake of running off rather than grabbing the reactant. We aren't doing a capture mission at the moment, so you do need to be aware of that. Oh, they found it. Okay, that was fortunate. There we are. Foreman's also way too recent and competent to get an Incarnate upgrade. I mean, the Okina got a Prime, and then that got an upgrade. Let me just check. When did Okina Prime come out? Okina Prime was dropped 1st of May 2024. 1st of May 2024, and then the Incarnate Genesis
Is good.
was dropped 2nd of October 2024. So that was 5 months. 5 months from the release of the weapon to the release of its incarnate. Original Okina is from 2016. Valid. They released a Prime and then 5 months later released an incarnate for it, though. That's a pretty quick turnaround of upgrades. Like, that's within the same period of development. They knew they were doing the Okina Genesis when they released the Prime, most likely. Most likely on that. Any captures come back yet? Would really like captures. Nope. Okay then. Guess we'll keep sabotaging. How come your Magistar does 5 million damage, can't one-hit a Thrax? Might be something to do with damage types, might be something to do with how they take damage from whatever you're using, might be the procs you are not applying. There could be different things involved. I'd have to see the exact circumstance to give you the answer on that, sorry.
These foes deserve your respect.
Did I make incarnates for shotguns? There are shotgun incarnates. Yes, like we have Strun. Why did I pick up a weapon that requires headshots to charge? When will I learn? D hates giving you things to headshot.
But I'm unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Like, when you have to actively walk around to get in front of the enemy to headshot them, it's just...
Well done, 10NOV. Your work is over. Coolant cell destroyed.
One coolant cell destroyed.
Going into stasis.
Second done.
Now is your chance to complete
Power
the
cell.
sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure
Blah.
it never works again.
Oh, fuck off. Standing on the ledge of this goddamn doorway again. What am I stuck on? I think there was a tiny ass scorpion somehow hindering my movement. I'm trying to be quick here. Got it. Managed to somehow... Oh, this map is not fair to me. I was going to say, somehow managed to get the Swift Bite just as someone killed that entire group. But there we are. Sticky corners need to be looted again. It's not sticky corners, it's that every single doorway somehow has this entire thick border around it, which my character absolutely loves, just perching on like a gargoyle.
Your will was greater. This is good.
Is Volt faster than Gauss with proper modding? Yes. Have I done the Halls of Ascension Nightwave yet? We'll be open to doing it on stream. Halls of Ascension Nightwave, is that where you just do the lure puzzle room stuff? Yeah. I should have known that was there. I've noticed every time that one comes around, I get a pretty significant uptick in views on my ancient Lure Puzzle Rooms guide. That video when it came out sucked. It just did not have much in the way of viewership whatsoever. People did not give a damn that it existed. Nightwave rolls around, and now I keep getting bursts of views on that video. Every few weeks, burst of views. Every few weeks, burst of views. And it's nowhere near the quality of my other videos these days. Nowhere near. Are people struggling to that extent? They'll see it and they'll go, oh, how do I actually do these? My friend's always done them for me. And some of the puzzles, they don't even stand out that they exist. You go through a room and you're like, oh, there's a puzzle back there? What? Why is my teammate upset at me for missing it? Like, it's fine if you know it. It's fine if you take the time to comb over missions to see where they might be and exactly how they work. But some of those just are unintuitive as all hell.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
You feel like some of them mess around and find out possibility? Oh, they all do. It's not like DE came out with the guides themselves on how to do them. You can mess around and find them out. Now mess around and find them out whilst your teammates are obliterating a mission at 5 million miles per hour. Now mess around and find them out solo, and the first one you come across where you think there might be a puzzle is the cooperation one, or co-action puzzle.
You open the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Go ahead and do that one. Intuitively, solo. Who would, in their right mind,
Reactor is going into stasis.
immediately go, oh, clearly I'm supposed to use specters here.
Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
That doesn't immediately leap out that specters can complete a player puzzle. Plenty of people do think of it, but plenty of people do not. Can I jump forwards, please? Thank you. If they can? Yeah, they can. Yeah. On the co-action drift puzzle, you can use a 10NOV Spectre and 2 Syndicate Spectres to get them to stand on the pads, and that will allow you to complete the co-action drift without the need of other people. In fact, you can use just 2 Spectres, your Warframe, and your Operator. Because an unpiloted Warframe keeps the pads active as well. And those are the kinds of tips that really help in a guide. Rather than just, hey, you can figure it out, go figure it out.
Very good.
So yeah. Thinking about it, I should probably rename that video title to Lure Halls of Ascension. Make it a little bit more searchable, maybe. People are still finding it, but... Actually... Let me check this right now, real quick. If I go to YouTube, let's go to YouTube. Let's open it up on incognito, so I'm not even signed in. Back off with the cookies. If I search Lure Halls of Ascension. Okay, so I've got some random sponsored crap because I'm now no longer using YouTube Premium because I'm signed out. All 7 Halls of Ascension, solo guide, all Halls of Ascension, another advert video, and then my one. Okay. There's room in the title. I'll adjust that at some point. Do I have a build for the Panzer Volpa Primer? I can't tell if that's unintentional. I genuinely cannot tell if you meant to do that. I don't think I ever posted a build for it since the changes, no. Panzer so much more than a primer now? Yes.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Last one for Enforcer. Okie dokie.
Reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
You need lunch? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. No one's required to be here the entire time, and you're letting me know at the start of the mission, so it's easy for other people on stream to know that there'll be a spot open in just a moment. Get ready for when I make a call for new joins.
Coolant cell destroyed.
Why is this other coolant cell through another normal tile?
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use
Let me
whatever you
through.
can to make sure it never works again.
Damn it, through both? Alright.
The coolant cell destroyed.
It's not me, right? This is unusually far to go for one of those reactors, or coolant cells even.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Ta-da! Yeah. Let's everyone headcanon for how Steel Path works. I've given up on trying to explain these kinds of things. Really given up on them. Alright. Anyone have any idea how many relics we've actually cracked at this point? Because I've completely lost track.
Well, good dance.
I have completely lost track. At least 2? Thanks, Ellie. Can always rely on you to answer my questions in a completely unhelpful manner. Always. Alright, so we are going to have a space available. If anyone would like to join in on these missions, send me a message in game. Look, engineer. Sounds like we got that right there. It's A-Gear coming on in. Cool, as soon as we've got the slots available. Any second now. There we go. Let's see here. Don't think guns munitions is what I want to be running right now, and if I'm not running that, I don't need rifle mentalist. Probably shouldn't be just dismantling this build, I could do a different one, but I'm doing it anyway. Bane of Grenier, why not? And... I go with Infected Clip here. Just stack all the damage I can. Sure, why not? CBA. He'll do what he'll do. And Lavos. That drops in my range a bit, but worth it. Let's do it. Okay, have we had a capture come back yet? Not here. How about over here? Still no. Okay. We'll keep running this one. We got ourselves Gauss, Necros, and now a Kome in the squad. Cool. Keep up.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches.
Can't tell if this damage is where I want it to be.
Exact location. Search them out if you are willing to show.
Because, like, it gets damage done. I don't know if it gets enough damage done. Hard to say. Oh, you're going that way. You're going that way. I guess I'll go for the underside.
Well done, 10NOV.
Nope, Mirrorlabe's got that. I should be over here.
Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to
There
make
we
sure
go.
it never works
Which
again.
way out? This way out. Get around the box. Over those. Through here. Anyone know if they fixed the mining and Cambion drift? I've not had a look to see if they've actually implemented any changes on that, sorry. Ooh, gold piece. Lovely. How do I play Lavos and survive? If you want to know. Lavos has one of the highest health and armor pools in the game. I also run Lavos with Arcane Grace to allow for passive healing. If you don't have that, you can still use his one, which is a huge amount of active healing, so long as you target a few enemies with it. Oh wow, that was a lot of void traces. 107. Don't mind if I do. That's more than a Radiant Relic's worth right there. That's a nice pickup. Alright, Nightmare, you take care. Have a good one. Yeah, Finpedro, I honestly recommend you check out my Lavos guides. Exclamation mark Lavos for the link on those. We've got the guide that walks through the abilities and the older build for it. We've got the updated build with all the most recent power he has access to. And in the middle, also why Lavos, because a lot of people don't seem to quite understand what's so good about this frame. Which, you know, fair enough. It's not like he shouts to the heavens exactly what he does. He's just quietly winning in almost every way possible. Just quietly winning. Can I get more? I suppose I could throw Heavy Caliber instead of Prime Bane of Grenier. Because I've got the Roar on at the moment. Or maybe it's the Arcane.
Honor them with quick deaths.
Might be a faster damage Arcane out there.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests
Yeah, 'cause that Bombard
there
was
are
laughing at me.
supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their
This
exact
map is
location.
laughing at me.
Search the
How did
map
I fall down that?
to shoulder the added risk. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, so then we've got those two
Coolant
directions.
cell destroyed.
Mirror Labor's not arrived here yet, so I'll be here to grab the cell. Any second now.
The reactor
There it is.
Going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Don't know why we got a kill marker over there. We don't actually need to go that way. They've got that. They're right on it. Exit is actually this way. Damn lockers. There we are. We get there. Getting stuck on fence is fun. Oh yeah, totally. Totally. The biggest challenge of this game at high level, it isn't how good are you at killing the enemies, it's how good are you at navigating the map. Can you get in and out without shoving your face into 15,000 ledges? The truest of endgames. You want to see a heat map of places Warframe players get stuck? I don't know how they'd do that, but I know exactly what you mean. Let's grab a random relic. This one. Gauss one. Sure, why not? Yeah.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out.
Let's make our way through this. Switching to melee there was not just mobility, but also reloads the gun, which is a neat little extra to have. Oi. Thank you. When I shoot you, I expect it to blow up.
Cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your
Not
chance
sure
to
what
complete
popped
this
that.
sabotage.
Might have been the electric proc
To
on
make sure
me
it never works
broke
again.
that. Roll out here. Fun fact, that's a little way you can go down there even quicker. Don't go down the ramps. Project cannons don't help in mastery when they change it. Never changed. They never helped. Yeah, going back up this is a little bit less perfect. But going down, just leaping forwards and sliding down will get you to the bottom very quickly, rather than going around the ramps. Just a little expedited speed you could add to it. Which projector status is best for the 10 Envoy? I'd recommend Toxin. Just straight up. Ooh, Hystrix piece. Nice. Good old bit of gold right there. I'm going to say that Warframe relic overlays right over where you need to look at your traces. When you say your traces, are you saying the on the relic selection screen of a cake at the top right it's hiding it? Because if that's the bit you're on about, have another look at that overlay. It has your traces on it. And if you're not on about that, I'm not sure which bit it's blocking for you. Yeah, but it doesn't always update. Fair enough. The other thing is, when you hit upgrade on a relic, it shows you traces there too. So if you're in a pinch, you can also look there. It is in many places. Yeah, that's a bug, Dalen. It doesn't actually give you mastery. It is completely a bug. You've never been able to level up the guns on a railjack. Never. That is entirely a bug that you are seeing that message. And DE are aware of it. How long till Nightwave changes? When DE announce it. They'll give you plenty of warning, don't worry.
For a song.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location.
No one cares about the supply caches, load us.
You are willing to shoulder the added risk. Cell destroyed.
Again, I've got one with a bit of a distance behind it.
The
There we
reactor
are.
is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. Coolant cell destroyed.
How far to this? Cool.
You have collected enough reactants to open your work.
Nope. I honestly thought I had my dash ready there, so that's why I was just awkwardly waddling forwards. Ah well, got beat on that one. Lieutenant weapons, magnetic's always good. Magnetic is another good choice. Toxin is a very good one on the Tenet Envoy because of its innate cold. You effectively get, not truthfully, but effectively get innate viral. So it means you can have a viral modded weapon with no elemental modding. This leaves it open then to go just down the pure damage, crits, fire rate, explosion radius, even a hunter munitions line if you want to go down that road. So yeah, viral without modding makes for Toxin to be a good one on that. Plus Toxin is just generally a nice pickup. But if you don't want to do that, you can absolutely go the magnetic route. If you go Toxin, you can mod for magnetic with a single electric mod, because of Hage set rules, the cold will combine with the electric, you get magnetic Toxin. So that's also an option to you. It just means you can't use a Toxin mod that way without using two mods for magnetic as well. You're using hunter munitions Toxin Envoy? Yeah, fair do. I've gone for non-hunter missions at the moment because I don't want to wait for that slash block. And interestingly, you seem to be able to kill quite fine with it without the slash block either. You seem to be doing just fine. So Nightwave hasn't announced an end. You'll see an end on here. It'll announce how long it is until Nightwave's ending. They give 2 weeks notice. So you absolutely should be able to get to rank 30 on Nightwave, so long as you have access to the majority of challenges it presents you. If you're a brand new player, it may be more difficult, but even then, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks you can get there. And we haven't even had a 2-week announcement yet.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Is it new Prime coming out Tuesday? I think so. There we are, got that. Got back through the door before it closed on me. We've got people in position here. Yep, Miralabe's got that bit.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
It's in, it's hacked, it's blown apart.
Never works again.
Well-oiled machine, this team. Well-oiled machine. How do you guys do this jump here so seamlessly? Hold on, let's have a look. Which one? Have you marked it? Yeah, so this one here. You just gotta basically look at where you're going. Aim slightly above it because of gravity, and you get the jump. Who gets vaulted next? I've lost track, sorry. God, no, don't ledge grab the box. Oh my god, he is attached to ledge grabbing everything at the moment. I'm surprised he's not ledge grabbing his own toes. I'm not even in extraction. How does this count? Hello, Riken. Things are going well. Hope things are well with yourself. Formality. Things are slightly less well now.
A valuable lesson.
Yo, Tycoon! Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs out to the community there. Going out to The Foog, to Sajik, to Ego Legacy Reborn, to Yoplo, and to Indie Indian. Tycoon, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs there. Much appreciated. What's a good stat stick for Atlas 1? I recommend you check out my stat stick guide. I go through the details on what stat sticks and how to use them. Exclamation mark stat sticks for an easy link on that. Ledge grab, absolutely not for the win, Tycoon. Thank you for 100 bits, but no. You enjoyed Lavos, even using him for Golden Instinct? Yep, he is the single best frame in the game for Golden Instinct. Absolutely. He is also the only frame in the game that can tell Samaris to sod off. Because Samaris will get angry at you for using a ability too quickly. I've even managed to get Samaris upset that I was using, what do you call it? Catalyze too quick. Lavos' 4th ability, with a 30-second cooldown, Samaris was upset I was using it too quickly. Unfortunately for Samaris, Lavos can reduce cooldowns on abilities. Samaris applies a cooldown to abilities. So Lavos can actively tell Samaris to get bent. And just undoes the cooldown that's applied. I don't think any other Warframe's capable of that.
Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage.
There we are, that's sabotaged.
To make sure it never works again.
We are really just tearing through their fleet today, aren't we? Dante's horrible in ESO? Oh, I'd imagine, yeah, God. Dante ESO, you're just going to want to use his 1. And enough of his 2-4 combo to protect you. You're basically just using his 1 if you're going to use his abilities there, long term. Right. Where the hell even was I for a moment there? Alright, more formal blueprints, why not? Why is Lavos good for Golden Instinct? The only frame that can reduce ability cooldowns. Golden Instinct is an ability cooldown.
They fought well.
So whilst everyone else goes, Golden Instinct! Alright, cool. Let's follow and try and figure it out, I guess. Lavos goes, Golden Instinct! Runs forward, hits a few enemies with his abilities, Golden Instinct again! Off he pops. Lavos 3 and 1. You can use Swift Bite as well as Transmutation Probe to massively reduce the cooldown, whilst reducing the cooldown of those same abilities as well. If you use a high range, high efficiency setup on that, it is damn good. And if you use low strength as well, not only do you get the high range, high efficiency, you also reduce the likelihood of killing the enemies with your 1 and 3, which means you can cast and cast and cast on them to quickly gain back the sort of your ability. Is there any map I don't know by memory? I don't know any map by memory because they are procedurally generated. As for the tiles, I am pretty familiar with most of them, yeah. There'll be bits and pieces I don't know all over the place, but I am pretty familiar with pretty much all of them. I've just played this game that much. Hello, Flambe. Welcome on in. Am I looking forward to or dreading Lavos Prime? I'll be interested to see what they do with him visually. My biggest concern is that I might not like his appearance. That is my single concern. I might not like his appearance. Do I have some tips for beginners? Play through the quests. And where you can't play through a quest, try to get to the next planet. So if you just follow the quests and the junctions from planet to planet, that will serve you very, very well as a new player. Very well. Quests can give you new weapons, they can give you new resources, new abilities, new locations. Planets will give you access to different resources, different mission types and scenery, different enemy types. You bring that all together, unlocking that is your best bet. None of those works, Arium. All of the songs have been played off a playlist on my computer, so there's no bot message. Will I have 3 Lavos Prime after he drops? I never intended to have 3 Lavos in the first place. So, not planning on it.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Could just equip the base skin? I could equip the base skin. The problem is, if I equip the base skin, for the rest of my Warframe career, I will be constantly plagued by people asking, Ken, why don't you use the Prime skin? Ken, Prime skin. Ken, do you not have Lavos Prime? Ken, did you know that the Prime skin exists? Ken, there's the Prime skin. Oh dear God, could you imagine that? Every single video Lavos is in. Is this an older video? Where's the Prime? There would be no end to it. None. And the explanation, if there was the case of I don't like the skin, would very often fall on deaf ears because, but Prime! But yeah. I hope he has a skin that I can appreciate and enjoy. What's the ticket for? Probably for the raffle. Exclamation mark raffle, like in the title there. Give it a look, and the bot will let you know all you need to know. Re-engagement with the algorithm? Yeah, you know what's not good for the algorithm? Me deciding to take an extra couple days off because I'm fed up of reading shit comments. That's not good for the algorithm because that leads to fewer videos. Creator burnout is real, and I do my best to try and avoid it. Solid Heliocore is modded to 100% status, just heavy slamming. Very rarely will it proc status, while normal attacks proc 1 every time. You're missing something with heavy slams. I'm not sure what situation is giving you that, to be quite honest, sorry. Not sure what's causing that situation for you. You might want to report it as a bug if it's if you can't see what's causing it. Your game keeps crashing a lot? Okay. Sorry to hear that. Glad to hear, Farron. If I wanted, I could just leave comments on videos and just never actually read them. But I feel like that is just not what I signed up for when making videos. So instead, I read through the comments, and the only way I'm going to know if a comment is worth reading or not is to read it. It's the same here on Twitch. I cannot know if the comment's going to be worth reading until I have read the comment. So either I make a snap judgment call based on a glimpse whether or not to read it, which may be unfair. Or I end up reading some absolute trash. Written by some absolute trash from time to time. It's a thing.
Cell destroyed. The reactor
What's the best pet weapon combo for the Bond mods? Shields equip 1 squad grenades. Shields equip 1. So you're talking Tenacious Bond and Reinforced Bond. Reinforced Bond, I believe I covered it in its own video, but basically any pet that can get to 1200 shields natively without having to gain overshields, that's going to be your pick there. For Tenacious Bond, the crit, a lot of different companions could just hit that easily now. A lot of them. When it comes to Sentinels, there's only a couple Sentinel weapons I think that hit that threshold. I want to say... Nope, not coming to mind right now. There's a couple of them. I just forget which ones they are. Volclock? Ah, yeah. Volclock, and then the other one would be Volcax, I want to say. I think it's Volcax. Surprisingly, there's 3 Vs when it comes to the Sentinel weapons. Volcax, Volclock, and Verglass. And those are the 3 that get recommended for usage. Well, there's also Hellstrom. Kyleson, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed the videos, and welcome into the stream. Let's grab... what's down here? Maybe so T1. Tiberon, sure, why not? Actually, I'm going to stop upgrading these now. I've gone through a lot. I need to re-up my traces, so that's enough on the upgrading. Let's refill them. Why do people love the Hellstrom? Hellstrom puts out a fair amount of AoE status. I'm not a huge fan of it myself, but a lot of people look at it and go, yeah, it's putting out good status, I like it. So that's pretty much it. AoE status application, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, every beast companion can give extra resources and credits. What robotic companions compete with that? Not everyone wants to have just 18% extra credits or resources. Because it's only 18%. Sometimes you are better served by having a companion that assists your gameplay, rather than giving you that. Let's face it, what use do I have for extra resources and credits outside of Void Tray support? And even then, that's occasionally Void Tray support. Equip a companion that does something you need. So, for example, the rough ensnare effect that you get from Nautilus. Or you can have the crate busting of Carrier, which can be worth more than the extra resources if it's giving you resources you wouldn't have otherwise had.
The reactor is going into stasis.
That kind of thing.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. Cell destroyed.
You'd rather the crit from Tenacious and Volclock? Yeah, fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. I find that the extra crit bonus from Tenacious isn't actually as valuable as it first seems. Whereas having a companion whose weapon is also getting work done is more valuable to me.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
But that's the thing. There's different choices. We are not in a Warframe of years ago where pretty much everything came down to a couple correct options and everything else was stupid. Times changed. Well, this is a whole bundle of blech. I'll take the Brook piece, but not going to be happy about it. Still a fan of Betoten? Yeah, fair enough. Go for it. 8 Hurricane sales out there. Not bad. Who's giving the movement speed boost? That's a good question. Who is? No one? Do we have a capture yet? Or are we still going to be dry on those this entire stream by the start? Still dry. Okay, Mirror Labe's got something special going on with their gyre. Alright. What companions would I take over a beast companion in general? With what builds? I mean, I tend to just use Worm Prime. With the same builds that I've showcased for Worm Prime in the past. Big thing being that Worm is able to provide both status immunity, periodic but still status immunity, as well as being able to provide a instant recovery of shields with the Guardian mod. So I use a companion there for a bonus bit of survivability, added on around everything else. Did I ever get that Hildren thing to happen? Nope. And as I called out in my video on it, the chances of it happening if you try are so low that you are just causing yourself pain and misery. Even with the best possible setup, going for it with Trinity of all frames, you are still setting yourself up for misery attempting it. And I do not recommend going for an Ultra Fissure. But it was an interesting thought experiment, an interesting video came of it, and it is definitely a thing that people have asked, is this possible, and how hard is it? I hope I have convinced near enough everyone too hard is the answer.
Coolant cell destroyed. The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
For those of you wondering what the hell we're referring to with an Ultra Fissure, I basically put together a squad demonstrating attempts to try and get every single unique piece of a Prime Warframe to drop at the exact same time in a Relic Fissure. So not over the course of multiple rounds, not over the course of multiple missions, or what is that waypoint? There we go. All in the same round. And then I did a video on just how likely it is for that to even succeed. Fun fact, we did not succeed, and that is extremely likely to be the result for everyone. Who would even do that? Me. I'm surprised you're surprised at this point. They'd be fun to try. Expect to fail. Straight up. Expect to fail. And if you don't know why you should expect to fail, that means you just haven't watched my guide on Ultra Fissures. You should expect to fail. We're not talking drop rate of a legendary core. We're talking legendary cores are common in comparison. Is there a way to skip a recovered weekly? No, you have to complete it to clean up that slot for a new recovered one. If all you've got are ones you can't do, you're stuck. Do not pass go. Get good and go do those ones. If you are locked because of some mission, I wasn't supposed to be upgrading at this point, was I? Oh well. If you're locked because of a mission, go do those missions. Or quests. If you're locked because you don't have the skills, get a team together. And if you're locked because the game is brokey wokey, you're stuck. Wait till next week. Was it specifically for all the gold reward or the bronze of the same part count? Well, no frame has only gold rewards, so that helps you out there. The idea was to have all of the parts come together for those specific items at the same time.
Removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches.
But yes,
in
that
the
is
area.
exceptionally hard to pull off.
Their exact location. Search them out if you are
Mind-bogglingly hard. Not only do you need the chances of it even working, you then also all need to have enough relics to even have a chance. You need to have enough void traces to refine them enough to give yourself the best chances, because trust me, you want to do that. You need the time to gather all the relics, time to gather the traces, time to actually run the missions. When you add it all up, it is absolutely mind-bogglingly difficult to pull off. Woe be unto anyone who believes they can defeat the odds, because whilst you may succeed, whilst there is always that chance, the odds are not in your favour.
Coolant cell destroyed.
Where did my double jump go? Actually, where did my reactor go? Shit, give me that. Not the way I intended to do that, but you know what? That actually worked out.
Open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Welcome on in, Anchorman. Hope you're doing well today. How many gamers would it take at the same time? I forget the number, you'll have to check my video on it. But suffice to say, it would take a lot of people trying at the same time for someone to get it in a reasonable amount of time. And then it'll just be one squad once. Just don't try, frankly. Is Lavas my main? Yep. Alright, Bite, you take care. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by today. Will it be possible? Oh yeah, it absolutely is possible to have an Ultra Fisher. It is absolutely possible. There is nothing I can see that says it shouldn't be possible. I doubt that D have wasted the time to code in, hey, let's just make it where this can't happen. I doubt it. Oh, Oven Cake is dropping out. Okay. Fair enough then, I guess we've got space for someone else to join in, unless that was unintentional. But first come, first serve. Oven Cake? Was that not intentional? You just left somehow. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Well, Oven Cake was still faster than anyone else, so they win. Come back in. God knows what happened there. Do we have a capture? I'm going to keep checking. I want to capture back. God damn it. This happens every time I say I'm going to do relics quickly. And then when I say I'm not, I'm just going to mess around. There's like 3 captures just going, at me. Come on. Warframe at work? That too, yes. But yeah, if you really, really, really want to know how shite your odds will be on trying to do an Ultra Fisher, whereupon you get all 4 parts of a Prime Warframe at the same time in the same round, bear in mind, you can't even benefit from that. You can still only pick one of them. But if you wish to go through that, check out my guide over on YouTube to an Ultra Fisher, as I named them, and see just how much it is stacked against you.
But I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
No, don't get stuck on that. How do I get stuck on that little thing? Push an Ultra Fisher 4 times in a row. I'm not sure I know what definition of solution you are using.
You have collected enough reactants to open your relic.
Really not sure if you're using remotely the same language as me there.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
Oh, we're on to the blast door stage. Excellent. Didn't even see the pop. Oven Cake is well far ahead on that one, which is fine. Means I can just go straight towards extraction. This one's going for the down door, down here. Cast 2, slide into the success. We'll just quickly reload this. Up. Yeah, I don't have that fire rate. I'm not Gauss. Ooh, Hildred Peas. There we go. How much is that one even worth at the moment? Hildred Prime Blueprint. 14 plat. Not bad, not bad.
It is done, 10-0.
And rapidly rebuilding those traces. Hi Psycho, on the stream. Is ENX Prime this Tuesday or next Tuesday? What? Let's go with you. Type it for next. Oh, is the next Prime this Tuesday or next Tuesday? I think it's this week. I think it's this week. Any tips on leveling Arcwing weapons, melees, or is it just run Arcwing missions? So, with the Arc guns, I would say put them on your Necromech, and then use your Necromech somewhere where you can get a lot of affinity, because you can also level up your Necromech in the process. So that's nice. I believe Phase 2 of the Profit Taker Bounty, it's either Phase 2 or Phase 3, I forget which one. I think it's Phase 2? Has a section where you can then just farm it constantly. So you don't finish the phase, you just then go outside and shoot there. Or you can do it over in Railjack, that works too. For the Arc Melees, which don't get to go onto your Necromech, for those, Steel Path Mobile Defense Arcwing is your way to go about it. Steel Path is fine, because the enemies there don't have anywhere near as many levels added to them as they do on normal Steel Path. Necromech leveling in conjunction with survival, you can do that as well if you want, yeah. Yeah, with the Arc Melees, doing it that way, you'll get a lot of enemies to shoot at, so you'll get, well, slash at, so you'll get a good amount of levels quickly. If you also wait until you have the... not Raptors, what's the name of it? Razorback. If you wait until the Corpus Razorback come around, that's when you get a lot of players farming those Arcwing missions for the cryptographic alus. And as a result, it's even easier to level up. Have I done the giveaway yet? Nope, let's draw it at the end of the stream. Tricks to farm as much stuff in one go? Not always. Make sure you don't impact your farming rate just to try and include another kind of farm. You don't get why they lowered the level in Arcwing Steel Path. They... Fair enough, Psycho. I'll let you know when I'm recruiting people. I don't recall that they ever actually lowered the level on it. I think it was already just 50 rather than 100 levels extra. I think it was always said that way. in recognition of the fact that arc wings and arc weapons are just crap in comparison. Oh, that one's finally closed. Okay. Let's have a look then. So we have got Exterminate. Oh, but it's a Requiem, so it's no good. There is a Rescue Sadness. We could do that one. There is the Alchemy Omnias. We could do that one. What else we got going around? I was hoping still for a capture. There's the Exterminate, actually. Let's do that one. Those should be pretty quick. Have I made a video for Bone Widow? I have not, no. If you're looking to use a Necromech, I just recommend the Void Rig. If you're looking to level Bone Widow, then you level it up just like you did Void Rig. I don't really care for Bone Widow. It does not impress me as a Necromech, and I have no intention of doing a guide on it for that reason.
There is a large platoon of Grenadier station here. Leave no one standing.
Come on, get corrupted. Gotta make sure we don't kill them too quickly. But I think we should be fine. God damn it. On the ledges again! I slide to try not heavy land. The slide turns me forwards and I end up on the ledge.
Well done, 10NOV. Your relic is opened.
Yeah, if you're just leveling the Bone Widow, only think of it as a Necromech, not as Bone Widow. Unless you really enjoy using that clunky piece of crap. Fun fact, I don't enjoy using it. There we go, we've hit threshold, let's get out of here.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
I always hate that exit turn, always catches me. Always catches those vile rushes. It's comforting seeing Warframe professionals mess up movement occasionally. Oh, I do it more than occasionally, yeah. Take care, Flambe. Alright. Switching weapon. I had enough explodies. Let's use... Actually, you know what? Let's switch this. Go for the setup I have on that. That should get some work done. No other change needed. If I say okay and you take Banshee, I'm not sure I understand the implications, but okay. You do what you want to do there, Miralabe, as long as you keep up. Negative damage cap incoming? Maybe. It is Miralabe.
There is a large platoon of Grenadier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
I mean, someone's thermal thunder in the ass out of this mission anyway, so... Yep, oven cake. Yeah. How did I get stuck under that ledge, of all things?
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Yeah. I can't keep up physically with clap hands, everything dies. I just don't think it's possible. Except using another clap hands, everything dies ability, basically. Which is fine. It's just,
Well done.
yeah.
Now get to extraction.
It doesn't matter what you're doing at that point. When someone else is optimized just that bit harder, they're gonna get the kills. Does anyone know if the Adaza crit works on Wukong? That would be unfortunately hard to test. I don't know myself.
Mission complete. Excellent work, 10-0.
Yeah, one of the things you're running into, well, basically the thing you're running into there, Death Scholar, is you'd need to basically set up the Wukong so that it cannot one-shot without having a critical boost, but can one-shot an enemy with said critical boost. This would be the easiest way to do it. And then have that Wukong attack the enemies over and over and over in Simulacrum until such time that the Adaza also procs next to it, and you get to see, does it start one-shotting some of the enemies. That's it. That is the most reliable test you can have, because you can't see its damage output. If you give it a really slow weapon, you might be able to try and base it on seeing how much damage a target is taken, to see, oh, did they take a lot more damage? But even then, there's a chance you might be getting inaccurate information. There could be a headshot multiplier involved at times. The Wukong can just start missing, hitting random body parts, weakening what should have been the crit. It becomes a pain in the ass to tell. It becomes a pain in the ass to tell. Are we on... Oh, we're just on normal mode. Well, there's no point in me bringing Yokina for this. I forgot we were no longer on Steel Path. On normal mode, they'll just kind of fall over, yeah. Is crit on AoE weapons rolled per enemy? Yes. This is why when you make attacks with just AoE weapons in general, you'll see both orange and yellow crits. If it was not rolled per enemy, but instead as a single blast, you would only see yellow or only see orange, something like that. So the proof is very simply in the pudding there. When you blap a whole group of enemies with a mixed crit chance, you'll see some of them having one tier crit, some another.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your
Yay,
mission to
relic
find out
cracked.
what's inside.
Yeah, I'm killing just with my mobility abilities at the moment. Ah, it's kind of sad for these enemies. And hilarious for us. Now,
The enemy
what
is
do I want to bring if we're going to be doing a mission of this level? 'Cause evidently, I'm going to get outkilled. And evidently, I don't need this raw bonus. Get out of my way. I say that, I actually got top kills. Never mind. I'm bullshitting. I'm doing fine. Yeah. Ooh, another gold piece. Thank you, thank you. All of this is going to make for an absolute bucket load of ducats for prime disappointment when Barrow next visits, and plenty of void traces to get back up to that 1750. If you had exactly 100% crit chance, would you only get yellow crits? Yes. Every single attack you make at that point would only be able to roll a yellow crit. Can that even happen due to floating point? I believe so, yes. See, as much as you throw out floating point, it's possible that critical chance isn't necessarily stored as a decimal in the first place. It could be that D stores it as a large number and then divides it down for the UI. So the critical chance that we're seeing here, as much as we see 84%, that might actually be recorded in the game as 8,400. It's possible. And in that case then, if you had a base crit of 50% and you gave it a 100% bonus, the value in the code would be going from 5,000 to 10,000 exactly. What is this amalgam mod? I presume by this you mean on here. Amalgam Serration, marginally less damage, but also increases my sprint speed. That's all. Everyone's grabbing their bits. Excellent. And if you ever feel like testing to see if there is some kind of floating point error with a crit chance, what you can do is find a combo that gives you, according to stats, exactly 100%. Yeah, as I say, a 50% crit chance weapon and a 100% crit chance mod. And then just go attack and 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 see if you ever get a non-crit. Or if you get an orange crit. Do make sure you're not getting said crit chance from anywhere else, like a vigilante set. That would confuse you. Something tells me you'll be attacking for a while without any such effect happening. It's not going to get through that one cleanly, was I? Shoot! Press the 2 slightly too early. I expected to land in a slightly different spot, damn it. Exits over this way?
Another successful mission.
No? What?
Find extraction.
Here. Ah, I gambled and got it wrong. Oh yeah. In between corrosive blast and gas, what's the best all-purpose element to run on the Torrid? Honestly, I don't know. If you're going all-purpose, corrosive is going to run into the issue of not having a bonus against anything other than armored units in the Grenadier. If you run blast,
Mission complete.
you are hoping that you have enough status output from the blast for the enhanced damage for it to work. And likewise, with gas, you're trying to set up AoE zones of damage, which are best if the enemies kind of bundle together. And if you're not bundling them together, both of those statuses are less ideal. But the reality is the turret is so damn strong, it doesn't really matter. What mastery am I? 3. Legendary 3, but you know. You know, weapons like the turret, you do really reach a point where it doesn't actually matter what you do with it. If you build it appropriately, the damage type is more a matter of preference, because you just kind of kill with it. That's assuming you're running a turret in Karnan and not so early game is to run a literal turret, at which point I'll be pointing you at other weapons.
There is a large platoon at Premier Marine Station here. Leave no one standing.
In Karnan, of course. Okay. Again, turret so strong, don't matter. You don't know what you can do with the relics. Have you reached Mars yet? Yes. Okay. So you should have obtained a relic segment. Install that in your orbiter.
You've opened the relic.
And that will allow you to access relic fishes like this one. When you take a matching relic, which you can only take matching relics to fishes, and always do a fish with a relic, never without. When you take a matching relic, you'll gather reaction through the mission like we are doing. That opens your relic and you get a random reward out of it. And if you're playing with others, and you see that someone else opens a better reward than your one, then you click on their reward and you get that one instead. That's it. That's what relics are for, nothing else. Now, I perfectly shot that through there, I didn't even intend it. Huh. I would have thought that hitbox to be solid, to be quite honest. There probably is nuclear, you're right on that. There probably is someone who saw a torrent video, went, oh wow, this is really powerful, paid attention to basically none of it, because they knew they wouldn't be able to make the build shown in it, and so just got the torrent themselves. And then look at it like,
Excellent work, 10NOV.
this isn't it. And they're really confused. You're very right. There won't be many, but there'll be someone out there. I imagine they are also too confused to figure out how to log into YouTube to post a comment though. So thankfully we don't need to worry about it. How close am I to Legendary 4? Honestly, no idea. Let's have a look. Pretty close. But yeah. I am not interested in farming Affinity and Mastery if that's your concern. The Legendary 4 difference over Legendary 3 just holds no value to me. At least not worth going through the Mastery grind. Might go Blast just for use of Prime Cryo? I mean, you can. If I recall, the Blast procs don't care that you're using a Primed Cryo route. But you can absolutely go that route. Legendary 4 is currently the max Mastery, yes.
There is a large platoon of Premier Marine Station there. Leave no
If there were more Mastery to obtain, you know Mirrorlay would have had it the day before it was released. Let's continue laughing our way through this. Oh, wrong way. I try to read the waypoints when they give me half the room information. I try to figure out which room are they hinting. Sometimes I'm not correct.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
That moment when you fire a rocket at a group of enemies, only for it to arrive and do no damage because everyone died whilst the rocket was mid-flight. Was bad. God, this extraction tile, why? Why is there a sharp right-angled turn there? With a pipe blocking my turn. Ooh, Brooke. Right, Furious. Brooke. People say, some years ago, seeing legendary ranking team was rare, now it's quite normal. I mean, given that we have many legendary ranks available to us, legendary 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's a good chance you're playing in higher level missions more now than you used to. Yeah. That's why you run Hunt's munitions, so they can't survive the rocket shot. You know what? That's a fair shout, Oven Cake. That is a fair shout. It's yeah, do it that way. Fair label Necros. They're probably just having fun. Nothing to be concerned about. Nothing at all. I still have absolutely no idea how many relics we've managed to open this stream. It's been a lot of them though. We have been speeding through this. We've been opening a relic pretty much every 3 minutes. Just damn good going. This tile says crap for waypoints. Oh, it really is. It really is. Most rooms it's okay in. Give it fair credit. Most rooms it is okay in. But there are a couple rooms where it feels like they just kinda gave up on doing waypoints correctly. And that feels rough. Man, I am such a passenger in this mission. That thermal sunder on this level just works. I'm just trying to keep up at this point. There we are. 17 of the kills. Thermal Sunder with a reaction strength from range double buff. That also helps it, yeah. You're not even running increased chance of that. It's just happening to you.
Mission complete. Excellent work, 10-0.
Damn Jaws playing up today. It does that, unfortunately. One minute 40 on that mission. That is a fast one. So wait, Saturn for the whole stealth exterminate? Yeah, I can see that. Saturn does have a different grenade tile set to work with. Slam. That was weird. I managed to split up my multi-shot rockets, so they hit in 2 different places. Just perfectly threaded the needle, and one hit some terrain and the other missed it.
Well done, 10NOV. Your relic is opened.
Nearly fell. Over this way. I wonder if there's still people that actually move the carts here rather than using the side tunnels. Because you can move the cars out of the way rather than going around them. It's just so much slower. Why would you?
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Nope. God damn it. That blackout zone that's out of bounds is so high up on that tile that just going slightly under the walkway takes you out. I have no idea what's the oldest arm cannon, I'll be honest with you. No idea. For all I know, it could be the Bubonico.
Another job well
Alright.
executed.
Is it shady? Okay. I remember that oven cake, yeah. I remember. Yeah, if your Warframe went out of bounds whilst you're an operator, then operator would go out of bounds. They did specifically address that, yeah. It was recent. It was a recent change, so most people will remember it. I think it might have even been with Kome. The latest, oldest Jade. It might have been with Kome. And maybe Jade. Honestly, not sure. They've been making a lot of these kind of fluidity changes, which is great.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Almost sped ahead to get the kills. I got 1 for all that effort. God damn. God damn.
Collected enough reactants to
If I didn't land on that damn ledge, I'd have cast my force straight away, but it's too high. Where are the enemies? There they are. I've got a few.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Just want to say, watch a ton of YouTube content. Your intro lives rent-free in my head. Great content. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy that. Yes, I have. I've dabbled with my intro. I have had advice multiple times over from professionals in the video editing space saying to remove the intro. That it will probably cause a drop in my average watch time of the videos, that people will be clicking off during that intro. And every single time I've trialed a video without it in there, not only is the video not done any better, I've received multiple complaints from people going, where's intro? Where intro? Where music? Where bop? So maybe for anyone starting out, I would recommend don't do it, because there is going to be that click off factor. But I've had it in there so long that it's pretty much become cult tier iconic, I guess. That it does get stuck in your head. And I did keep it as short as I could, and I designed it specifically to be a little bit into the video rather than immediately at the start. But yeah, the whole I'm the engineer, let's solve a practical problem, followed by something like 5 seconds of musical beat. The recommendation is to bring that straight down to just I'm the engineer, let's solve a practical problem, and move straight into the next thing. But those 5 seconds is an intrusion and a distraction which can lead to people clicking off the video, is the apparent knowledge on the matter from people smarter than myself who've done this far longer than me and studied it in far greater detail. This channel seems to be an outlier. Either that or it is actually hurting me this entire time still, who knew?
You have collected enough reactants to open your relic.
Interest how you know it's an official Kenjineer video? It certainly does stand out in a unique way, doesn't it? Much like my ability to bullet jump under that pipe. Reading chat and bullet jumping at high speed does not work together very well. Doesn't matter how long I've been playing this game. I'm still gonna screw this up. Especially when my words are even failing me now. When my mobility is a combination of both bullet jump and two and slam, whilst trying to keep up with a Gauss of all frames. Not a recipe for success. Makes you feel like someone knows what they're talking about. Fair dude.
Another job well executed.
They say it helps, I think, compared to a lot of videos that the let's solve a practical problem is promising that there's good content coming. I mean, that was part of the idea. I don't want to be... Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video on Warframe. Today I'm going to be talking about the Larkspur. Now the Larkspur is a weapon you can get in Warframe, which allows you to use it as a heavy weapon. That is an arc weapon, or arch weapon if you prefer. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is that closed? Oh, it's closed. Alright. And we still don't have a capture. Why you like this? Will I ever solve an impractical problem? I've done various things which are definitely not solving practical problems, yeah. No. Believe someone did that? Yeah. And the thing is a lot of people still made that same mistake. A lot of people trying to be brand new creators still make that same mistake, and then they get nowhere after 3 videos and they give up. Alchemy, nah, let's do this rescue. That should be a quick one. Not necessarily nuclear. Sometimes you want to be the impractical problem. Like how to be the bestest friends in Warframe. That's a video. Me, the engineer, lives rent-free in your head. I mean, it is a strong inspiration for the tagline, so, you know, you're not alone.
This is a rescue mission. We need to
All of
find
the
and liberate
Meet the Frame, I wish. All of the Meet the Team videos from Team Fortress 2 are just something else. From the very basic with Heavy to the absolutely unhinged with Pyro. When I first saw the Pyro one, I thought it was fan-made. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, that's funny. We've been waiting for Meet the Pyro all this time. Ha ha, what a great fan one. I mean, they've done well with it. And then the person who showed it to me pointed out, no, look what channel we're on. This is official. Like,
find the captive as
how
soon
the
as you can.
is Meet the Pyro official? How? But it is. Meet the Spy, Meet the Medic, probably the best ones. Sniper's alright. NG's just okay. Soldier's a bit... Well, Soldier's just Soldier. How bad an idea is running Radiated Reload, Blast Toxin for Aptitude on Torrid? I don't remember how Aptitude works on Torrid mechanically, so I don't know how much of a thing that's going to be, how much of a benefit you're going to get from it, and if that's really worth dipping the elements like you're doing, but sure, mess around, have fun. Where are those Xmas spawning then?
Thank the stars, not a minute too soon.
They must have spawned somewhere. Are they all the way down here? Guys, we're up here. Idiots.
I need a weapon.
Some death squad. I'm asking how from a game where the official law is that stairs were invented by Abraham Lincoln, so people don't have to rocket jump up to the second floor anymore. This is true, this is true. Sorry everyone who's waiting for me, I got distracted. 3 different ways. This is also a game we're talking about where canonically the soldier has gone naked, covered in honey, to go into a fight multiple times over, where Demoman was so drunk that the alcohol in his bloodstream made blood-sucking robots drunk. Where Australians canonically have super strength due to a mineral in Australia called Australium. Where the sniper, who everyone knows is Australian, is actually from New Zealand. Have I seen the whole teleported bread thing? What, you mean expiration date? Yep. Soldier's not a veteran of the country. Very true, he is just crazy. He's not actually a soldier. There is also how canonically Scout is God's gift to women. Which is what, even? Canonically. In Team Fortress 2. We were doing that one. That's what it was. Yep, hell exists. Medic has pulled the wool over the eyes of demons and has created a quorum of souls he stole from the team in order to outvote hell. So that is also true. What syndicates am I a part of? I have set myself on Cephalon Suda. Yeah. Yeah, Team Fortress 2 is kind of a trip. Hell is a democracy? Well, Hell and Devils apparently use contracts.
There is a prisoner here.
And if the contract stipulates that the owner of the soul decides where the soul goes, but the soul is actually 9 souls in one, and Hell only got the rights to 1 of those souls, then the other 8 souls can vote in favor of Heaven, and Hell goes, absolutely fucking not, thank you. You know, there is a difference between contracts and capitalism. I am slightly concerned that multiple people here have conflated the two. If you think the only contract is a capitalist one, maybe stop paying attention to 12-year-olds on Reddit. Or maybe you are a 12-year-old on Reddit, in which case you're too young to be here. We're not going to get into the politics of what capitalism actually is. I just recommend that you don't throw it around carelessly. Oh, crack this one open. I'd usually go in around the side, but whatever. Never mind, you got the right one first time. Screw you.
Got a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
Switch syndicates. I've been on Cephalon Suda for a very long time, Cake. A very, very long time. Your non-capitalist contract is just a promise? Okay, sure. I mean, so's a capitalist one, but eat your heart out, I guess. Try and make a distinction. It's not the requirement to have a capitalist society in order to have a society that enforces contracts. Again, look up the terms you're working with.
We'll take it from here.
I think I have just maxed out on void traces. Yep, alright. I can get back to radianting things. Let's radiant... Oh. This one. If someone were to post in the chat that they're 13, I would be obligated to remove them from the channel because this is a mature rated game, yes. That would be a minor out here, they are a minor on the internet without even the slightest lick of attention to what they're doing, and that's just not happening. This is not the place for it.
This is a rescue mission. We need to find.
And the thing is that's something you can't take jokingly, because basically at that point then you are allowing someone who may well in fact be a minor, who has admitted to being a minor, to continue to exist in a mature space. That's not good. So yeah, certainly anyone who were to suggest they were under the age of 13, whereupon you're not even allowed to have a Twitch account at all then, or a Discord account, don't screw around with that. Platforms are basically obligated to take action when someone admits to being a minor in a not safe for minor space. Because what's the alternative? Something goes wrong, and then after the fact, when investigators go, well, they did say they were a minor, but we just didn't listen. Oh yeah, that's a good defense, yeah. That ends well for everyone. Oops, I hit T, not Y. And I was auto breaching anyway.
I will not forget this, 10NOV.
The only way they'll ban you is if you can prove an ID. You mean unban, right?
Don't suppose you have an extra gun?
And quite simply, communities don't want to have someone hanging around who is bringing up being such a young age. Communities based around a mature game, that is. Obviously, in Minecraft communities, it's different. Or Roblox, which I've never actually wasted my time to touch. If there is someone here who is a miner and is just keeping absolutely stum about it,
You will be rewarded for this 10-0.
they are acting in such a way that no one suspects a thing, well then no one suspects a thing. There is nothing we can do about that. Congrats. As we aren't a strict 18 plus community this one, it's a mature rated game, but that actually has different meanings in different countries around the world as well, so go figure. As we're not a strict 18 plus community, and certainly we don't permit so-called extreme adult content, there is a certain amount of leeway in that. But that leeway entirely vanishes as soon as someone makes their age or fake age known. That leeway just vanishes instantly. Thankfully, that comes up pretty rarely. It turns out that most young'uns aren't in fact paying attention to Warframe. Who knew? Sure, copy. Sure. Last mission for you, Cake? Yeah, fair do, fair do. That means we'll have a space available for someone to join in. Cake is actually dropping out after this one.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations. Search for the holding location.
You've been replaced by AI 3 years ago? Oh dear. Well, that's terrible. Great, now I've got that Portal 2 song in my head. Been bitter. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You know that one. You've got your short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. So alive? No, that's the end of Portal 1, isn't it?
I thought I was gonna die in there. Thank you.
I think that. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's Portal 1. Much more high pitch. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. That's the one you're thinking of. But not the one I was on. Was it? Oh, yeah, it's still alive. Yeah. It's Portal 1. Imagine living forever just so you can grind Warframe? Yuck. Pass. I'll live forever for other reasons, please. Much more to do. Both bangers? Oh yeah, no one's disputing that. Just different songs are different songs.
Mission complete. The captive has been liberated.
You still gotta grind 5 to 10 on circuit before reset. Have fun with that. I hope you do. I didn't. There's a reason I don't do a lot of circuit on stream. It invariably just grates at me. Part of that being it was a necessary grind to get hold of the many incarnates de-released all in one go. But hey. Alright. Fresh load of tabs. First come, first serve. If you'd like to join me in game for these remaining relic runs, send me a message here at the Kengineer. I'll bring you on into the squad. First message in game gets to claim it. If I had to bet on whether or not Zaku would get buffed before Prime release, what would I anticipate? I don't anticipate it. I don't expect Zaku has any need for a buff right now. I may be surprised, but I don't anticipate any buffs due on Zaku. Oh, still no captures? I mean, I might as well give up looking at this point, but yep, still no captures. Okay. Fine. we'll go do the other ones. Let's do this one. Mixed up. Slightly. What reason would he have to even buff Zaku? Some people like to imagine that Prime means buff, even though that's not even been the case with all Primes. And away we go.
To sabotage this ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the cooling cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint.
Zaku doesn't need any changes. Yep, Zaku's got a pretty good handle on things. Zaku did take an effective nerf with the change to armor, because Zaku could full strip armor, and therefore Zaku was experiencing a reduction in damage with the enemies that had their hit points buffed up in comparison. But then so did literally everything else that could full strip. So it really comes down to what are they okay with. And they seem okay with things, otherwise I'd have expected them to die by now.
The reactor has gone into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
There we go, that's Blatt. Exit should be this way.
The reactor has gone critical. Get to extraction immediately.
Pop this open. Yeah, primes are usually a slight stat boost, extra polarity, and a brand new fashion. At least when it comes to frames. Weapons can get an overhaul. That is absolutely true. Some weapon upgrades have been absolutely stonks. Others are mild improvements. Yeah. Are the new galvanized mods good for melee? Yes. They each have their own situation, but they are all absolutely workable. More than workable. I intend to have a video out on that. Probably not tomorrow, because I have got some errands to run as well, but most likely Tuesday.
Another job well executed.
Prime weapons sometimes have more than stat boost? Yes. For example, from Glaive to Glaive Prime, we go from a forced impact proc to a forced slash proc. That's a big damn deal. And that's a pretty tame comparison, I'll be honest. There are some others that go wilder still in some places. Yeah, the amount of stat boost and then the nature of the weapon can change from base to prime. We don't often see a significant change there. Usually it is just some stat boost, but still, the stat boost that it gives eclipses the stat boost you see on a prime frame. The prime frame stat boosts are, by and large, almost entirely ignorable. Almost. We were doing that one, weren't we? Yeah. Can't remember which weapon, but there was a prime, there's a side grade to either base or alternate. That'll happen in some places as well. That just happens in some places. God for Prime doesn't even have a base form, if I recall correctly, so yeah, go figure. Ground, Corvus, and Prime behave differently, correct, yep. So normal Corvus is a shotgun pellet form, whereas Corvus Prime is a shotgun wide body form.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint.
Enemy with the fattest shield outside of Index? Probably Steel Path Treasurer. That guy is a bastard for his shields. Can I pick this up? Hello? Hello? That's weird. One of the few times I think to pick up a star, and it's like, yeah, we could let you have that. We don't wanna. Does Treasure of Damage attenuation or just lower shields? They have something like 99% damage reduction. It gets kind of stupid.
The reactor has gone critical.
There are ways to bypass it, of course, but they have a lot of it. I've never investigated it thoroughly, simply because there's no spawning in Simulacrum, and it is counterable with just an operator focus score, so who really cares that much? Or just either a lot of high damage, or a good bit of magnetic works too. Multiple prime receiver, why not? Operator what? So the Onairu Operator Focus School includes an ability to remove shields. I think it's Magnetic Flare? Something like that. It'll remove all the shields of enemies within an AoE. Not the biggest AoE, but it does the job. That same focus school can also remove all armor from enemies in an AoE burst. And at the same time buff up your damage for doing so. So, you know, gets a bit of work done. I'd say Onairu is probably one of the most feature-dense of the Operator Focus schools in terms of useful features. You've got the armor strip, you've got the shield strip, you've got the bonus damage, you've got Prime Sure-Footed, at least for 40 seconds, and you've got the self-revive, which is a significant chunk of features, whereas you compare to Naramon, which has combo decay and anything else that people regularly use. It's got the levitation effect, I believe, but people don't really use that. It's got the opening to finishes permanently, but most people don't use that. It's got the extra melee affinity. Cool. Alright, that's a thing. Naramon's affinity, specifically extra affinity on melee. By the way, Vazarin has increased affinity range, which when it comes to leeching off others, especially in somewhere like ESO, where they can often slip just outside of that range, that comes in handy. So when you consider the feature density, Naramon just does not have the same amount of core and interesting features compared to Onairu. Madurai is strength and amp damage, which, again, cool, but that is about the extent of my memory on it. Vazarin's got the healing and vortex and affinity range. And shield, which is just another form of healing. It's healing before you take the damage, rather than after. Onairu just wins on general utility. And Zeneric is basically just energy. There's some strength to be had in there, but the core focus for Zeneric is energy. Alright, ooh, Rhino piece. We'll grab that one. Prior to Tennokai, Naramon felt pretty necessary on some melees. It did, yes. Actually, to be honest, even with Tennokai, Naramon doesn't fix heavy attacks. Naramon just maintains your combo. It was the primary and secondary dexterity arcanes which really free people from Naramon. Can the perks from different schools be active at the same time? Yes, kind of. So specifically the Waybound perks can be unbound once you max them out, and those become permanently available to all other focus schools. Let me show you. So if I go into Naramon here, you see on the side here I've got Waybounds. So all of these are active at the same time as well. These are coming from the different other focus schools. So we've got Energy for Amps, Energy Regen, that's from Zeneric. Operator Health, and yeah, Health Armor and Health Regen. I think that's Vazarin? Yeah, that's gotta be Vazarin. Operate Energy, Energy Regen. Oh wait, that's Zeneric. This is Madurai up here, my bad. And then down here we've got Onairu. It's got the symbols on it. Derp. Yeah, these ones are from Nairu. Whereas over here, you see these two both have the Naramon symbol on them, showing that those ones have also are also waybound, unbound by that final sparkling level up. Because I've maxed them all out, of course. Fedora makes for some pretty easy self-revives, and Nairu also helps on that because you can armor strip the enemies or shield strip them. Yeah. Is Energy Nexus good? It is one of the best passive energy regens outside of Xeneric. Notably, it's a passive regen. So it means that if you have any toggled abilities, like for example if you're using an active Gloom with its drain going on, or if you're using Equinox's Maim, it disables the energy regen from Energy Nexus. But for a single mod slot, it's a pretty consistent amount of energy, which is very nice to have, especially if combined with stuff like Nourish, then it's just insane amounts of energy from it. Of course, in the ad, if really wants to tell you about Magic the Gathering, fair enough. Thank you for sharing the ad with us. Here's the thing, Jolly. You got a crown next to your name. You got Twitch Prime. You really want to tell me you're using that Twitch Prime somewhere else, and then you come to this stream to complain about the ads? I don't know. Honestly. Here I am, providing all these videos and all these streams. It's fine. Black. And black. Black. Highway black. Another black. I think I blacked him. That's taken out.
Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again.
That should get hacked in a second. And then I just put a shot right there. Easy peasy. Oh, actually, it's actually this way. Okay.
Your relic is opened. The reactor has gone critical. Get to extraction immediately.
I have a sneaky suspicion it's not taking me to extraction. It must be, but it just doesn't feel right for it to be this direction. I mean, that suspicion's wrong, obviously. It just didn't feel like the right way to go. Don't know why. That felt weird. Rhino! Let's grab another of those. I appear to be collecting a few of these near optics. Alright. Well, I keep ahead of things, you know?
Another job well executed.
You're on Energy Nexus, Nourish, and then Slam Forever as Wukong? Yeah, fair enough. It's a build. It works. Alright. I think right there is where we're gonna wrap up those relic runs right now. Because I'm maxed out on traces again. So, Miralabe, Aegir, Psycho Feud, Psycho Freud even. Sorry, missed the R there. Psycho Freud. Thank you very much, all three of you, for joining in on the runs there. Have yourself a good one. See, Dinner's Zayo saying, I think most often the exit from Sabotage Rooms behind the console. It is, yeah. Usually it's back there. So, just a quick reminder for all y'all, we have got a raffle running today as well. If you'd like to get yourself some extra platinum, whichever platform you're on, whether you're on Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, PC, or mobile. All of you could join in on that. Exclamation mark ticket in the chat if you haven't already claimed yourselves a ticket for that. We'll do the giveaway in just a few minutes' time as well. In terms of what I've got planned going forwards this week, we've got the upcoming video I'm working on for, for the galvanized melee mods. We went over those on stream on Wednesday. I've done some more research since then, put together all the details, things I'm happy with to talk about, all the recommendations on when to use them. especially with regards to the galvanized steel mod, because that one, on Wednesday I made it out like there was a load of different factors involved, figuring out when to use it, when is it better, when is it worse, and to be honest, yes, there are. Excuse me. There are a lot of factors involved. It has to compete with critical chance mods and critical damage mods, and you're comparing where that all comes together. But I think you'll be satisfied with the simplicity of the suggestions I've narrowed it down to for that video. I think y'all will be satisfied with that. As I say, I intend to have that released on Tuesday. After that, it'll be the next update with Dan, but you'll just have to wait and see on that one as well. You will just have to wait and see what is on that one. I will be honest, I have not done a lot of actual Dan gameplay. Not a lot since he was on stream. Simply being is that I've been focused on either editing the previous footage I had or making other guides, because I can't just focus on Dan. If the channel became just Dan, that would not go too well. But yeah, let's have a quick ganders right here, in fact. Yeah, the recent Dan video is on 18.8 thousand views. 18.8. The previous Dan video, 20,000. The previous one to that, 35,000. Versus the Kome video, 49,000. So, I mean, I can see the obvious there. I can see how much people care about Dan versus other content. It makes sense. It's a series. They always do this. Will Dan be farming prime frames and or weapons? If they become available, perhaps. Who or what is Dan? So Dan is the new account that I'm running through in a challenge run. So Dan Tayford Arwin woke up with a vision of him defeating the Murmur on Steel Path as Dante. The problem is that Dan is alone. He cannot play missions with other players. This includes in Relic Fishers. He is always on solo missions. He cannot join anyone else's clan. So if he wants anything from a clan, he has to do it himself. He cannot buy things from others or trade with others, with the sole exception of selling commodities for fair market platinum. Because slots are a necessity, let's be real about it. Outside of that, Dan is alone and needs to be getting all the way to Steel Path and then defeat the boss at a Fervo. The Steel Path Murmur boss. So yeah, those tiles indifferent to the Dan videos? Yeah, fair enough. Kaiden Nizio has watched them multiple times. Fair enough. You see on one side, people are like, he exists. The other's going, more, please, more. It's a mix. And that's why I'm doing a mix of videos. There were 2 Dan videos in a row, granted, that's because I had the content for it, it's mine as well. But then we've had the Kavat video, then the Dan video, then the Kome video, then the Dan video, then whichever other guide was before that one. Up next, we got a guide video, the, let's say, galvanized melee mods. After that will be Dan again. After that, it'll be something else. And you'll see as it comes. Dan Man's a legend in the making. Could easily be 6 seasons of anime. I feel like that kind of anime would be really drawn out. Really. It's fine. I don't know how long I intend for that series to run, to be quite honest with y'all. I don't know how long it will run, but expect the episodes to accelerate, I think is the best word. Already we're reaching the point where Dan can benefit from farming just as much as progressing around the planets and the quests. And so that means then there's going to be more off-camera mining equivalent. Because the last thing I need to do is put together a video which is 40 minutes of running 8 waves of defense. No one, literally no one, wants that in video format. It's fine in a live stream, you've got that live interaction. Even then it gets a little bit samey. But you definitely don't need that in a Dan video. And it's finding that right balance. Showcasing the development without showcasing quite the drudgery that gets there. Anyway, for now, let's have a look at that giveaway. We've got all our tickets in, 88 tickets from people who've claimed those for the giveaway. I'm going to close those entries now, because if you didn't already grab one, you clearly didn't want one, as I did call it out. So let's see then. out of those of you who did enter the Platinum giveaway, only one of you is going to be able to claim it. That person today is Freezing Worm. That's W-U-R-M for Worm. Freezing Worm, congratulations, you are the winner of the Platinum giveaway today. I'll be contacting you via Twitch DM shortly after the end of this stream. Get a hold of your Warframe username, platform, and cross-save status. Get that Platinum sent on over to you. I'll give you all the details in that DM. Congratulations, Freezing Worm. Don't spend it all at once, you know? Whether it be cosmetics, plats, or something else. I'm sure you'll spend it wisely. But for now indeed, it is time that we raid on over to another part of the Warframe community. Let's see. Where, oh where, can we raid into today? Just have a look past my microphone. What's going on in the Warframe category? There's Perky J going with a birthday stream, but they always stop at about the same time I do, so that's not a great place to go into. A bit of Gaz and Dimply recently. I want to mix it up a little bit, at least. And then suddenly I recognize no one. Okay. Just scanning my eyes across. I mean, there's Archangel. I recognize that. Yeah, let's go into Archangel today. I don't know if they are going to be... Oh, wait, no. I think they might be on a BRB screen, actually. It's never good to raid into a BRB. Yep, they're BRB. Dang it. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Alright, you know what? On that basis, I'm going to give y'all the wild card on it. I'm not actually sure where I'd want to raid into, so rather than do a random ass raid for the hell of it, I'm just going to wrap that one up here today. If you want to check out some more streams, the entire Warframe category is there. You know what it is about, but I'm just going to wrap that one up here today. So thank you very much everyone who has joined in. I do hope you have enjoyed this Relic Cracking stream, and we'll be back with more Warframe on Wednesday. In the meantime, have a good start to your week. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.